We are live and well.
That's your camera, James? Yeah.
All right.
This is mine?
Yeah.
That's my camera? Oh, okay. That's my camera. That's yours over there, James.
Cool.
So, welcome everybody. Some of you know I'm Jesse Lee Peterson, and we're here for our live YouTube Ask Me Anything question and answer time. And James is here with his red shirt on. And James is my producer of the radio show and of the church services. And he has his own show, The Hake Report.com, without Esteban and Joel.
Let me say hi.
Huh?
I chatted hi in the chat room.
Oh.
So people can find it.
So James is here. He's going to get to your questions and comments and all that good stuff as they come in. All right? So I want to go right into the questions and comments. Do they already know how to ask you questions?
A lot of people already apparently do.
They have already done it?
Yeah, they've asked a bunch of questions.
Oh, really?
Yep.
And so I want to show you this shirt real fast. We're going to show it again, but I'm so excited about it that we're going to show it now, and then before it's over, we'll show it again. That's the front. Over there.
Here it is, the front. The Fallen State, very nice. And good quality shirt, very soft.
Yeah, and that's
And
the
here's
back.
the back.
Amazing. Turn that way. Amazing.
Amazing.
All right, and forgive James for being so fat in it. You're not fat.
Thank you.
You're just healthy.
Big boned.
Big bone. Okay, number one.
Number one, Jesse, I am a white man, this is from D. Griff, and would like to join Bond and help however I can. I would at least love to have a real conversation with you and share ideas that we can use to help our nation and the world. No question.
You're totally welcome. We work with everybody, and so all people are welcome to join Bond, that's for sure. The principles that we talk about applies to all of mankind. You hear me talk about the blacks a lot because I'm trying to get their attention, to get them to wake up, because normally other cultures tend to criticize each other, try to wake each other up, where in the black community is not allowed. But the organization is for all of mankind. All right, so you're welcome to join.
Pink Salt says, just discovered Jesse. I've been freed from the leftist mental delusion. I'm so happy I've found Jesse and learn about the truth. No longer a victim.
Right on. Well, anyone who overcome anger become free. The only thing that holds people back is anger. And the reason for it, because anger separates you from God, it separates you from the light within, it separates you from reality, real reality. All people who has anger lives an illusion of reality. They imagine things that are not there. They imagine things that are not happening. They imagine that they're in control of their own lives and they're not. They hustle and bustle for no reason except to kill themselves. So, but once that anger is taken away from you, you come into reality. Really, it's so amazing. Absolutely amazing. So right on.
Pink Salt continues, apology to white people for thinking you were inherently racist. I've woken up to the truth and lies. You are good people with a voice that is rarely heard.
Who doing that?
Pink Salt, the same guy or man or woman who said just discovered you.
He's apologizing to white people? Mm-hmm. Right on. There's no such thing as racism. There has never been racism. It's a lie been made up. That's been made up by the children of the lie. And they control you by words and emotions. If they can get you mentally and emotionally, they control you. But once you overcome that anger, no one or no thing can control you. The only way you can be controlled, you have to have anger. It's so amazing to know that. So right on. So he apologized to the whites. Right on. What's his name?
Pink Salt.
Is it a male or female?
I don't know yet.
Oh, well, Pink Salt, you're absolutely right. Male or female, I don't know which one, but you're right about that. And white people have been made to feel guilty about nothing. They haven't done anything. All right, so right on.
CA gave a super chat, $5.
Right on. We can use it, believe me. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Question from Jason Sherwood. Does Jesse have any thoughts on the Gospel of Thomas? You seem to quote it from it occasionally, or am I wrong about that?
In all honesty, for the first time in my life, I have major respect for all of the disciples, at least the ones I'm familiar with. Thomas, Paul, John, Peter, all those guys, they were brilliant guys. And I didn't understand any of them. I wasn't able to understand any of them until until the anger was taken away from me. I had read about them, but had no real understanding about them at all. None, zero. But once I overcame that anger, I realized those guys were really brilliant guys. And that same spirit that dwelled in them dwells in anyone who overcome that anger. And it wasn't like they themselves were smart, but that spirit, which is the teacher inside, was the smart one. It's so amazing. So right on. Most people don't understand the disciples at all. They just quote them, but they don't have any insight as to what was guiding them, what they were talking about. I was just reading something that Paul and somebody was talking about last night, and everything they were talking about back then is happening right now. It's so amazing to see that. So right on. Thank you.
Quentin B likes the quote from your slut walk video. Do your mom know that you're a slut?
I really enjoy doing the slut walk video. It's so amazing when I realize from that and other things. If your foundation is not built on perfect love, it's amazing how low you can sink, how low you can go. And that's what the sluts are doing. They're sinking and don't realize it because they're in a fallen state and they don't realize what's happening. But if your foundation is not built on perfect love from within, a human being can really go low to the bottom. And so that's what the sluts are all about.
Smitty.
Did she say she did not, her mother didn't know she was a slut? I don't know what that was.
I forget.
That was so much fun.
And she wouldn't answer whether her mother was a slut because she said everybody is a slut.
And I asked her, was her mother a slut?
Right, and then she said no. She knows not to say that.
Everybody but mama. Yeah.
Smitty 2000, Jesse, who or what event set you on the right path?
When I heard a preacher say that if you want to be free, you got to overcome anger. And so when he said it, I believed it. And I think that was the beginning of waking me up. Because I had wanted to get better in life. I didn't know what was wrong, how to overcome. So I was going to different churches and all kind of crap. And I didn't know that all I had to do, it was to admit that I had anger, that I was playing God. Because you don't think of yourself with anger as playing God. And I didn't know that that's what it meant to repent. To just say, hey, look, I got anger, I'm wrong. And really know it and mean it. And then God revealed that to me, and that's how I was able to truly see what was wrong. Because I've been asking him, let me see what's wrong. I don't know what's wrong with me. I have been doing all the other stuff that the churches was telling the Christians to do, and it was not working. So I finally asked God to let me see myself, and he allowed me to see the darkness inside. It was weird. And then he caused me to realize if I forgave my parents, he would forgive me. I forgave them, he forgave me, my world changed. And I feel like I'm floating right now. Come here, Joel, for a minute. This is Joel. He always got his cell phone like it's a gun. Sit right there. Can you see Joel if he sit? Does he see? Maybe at the stand, we don't know. They're not responding. So Joel is the audio engineer. What are you doing? Here's what I want you to do. Tell them he can sit.
He can sit.
Oh, sit down, boy. tell them what you were telling me this morning about how you were trying to hold on to thoughts.
Talk loud.
Yeah. How you were trying, because you don't have a mic. How you were trying to hold on to thought, and when you don't, it feel like you're on a foundation. But when you don't hold on to thoughts, you feel like you're floating. There's nothing to hold on to. This is so good, so true, so deep. If it wasn't happening to him, he wouldn't know about it. This is something that if someone told you about it, unless it's happening to you, it's impossible to understand it. Go ahead.
Talk loud too.
Yeah, talk loud.
I was realizing that when I was thinking, every time I would think of something, I felt grounded in it. So I didn't want to stop thinking about it because it helped me remember it. So every time I would learn something new, I would try to think hard on it, and then just so I can remember it. And when I would let it go and just let it be, I felt like I wasn't grounded in it.
Are you looking at the camera?
I'm looking at one of them.
Okay, look at that ready for
The
you.
center one.
Cause you know how black people are. They like to look down.
I was looking right now.
Yes, master. Whatever you say, Matt.
Got to finish my thought.
Mama. No, go ahead. Okay.
So I would try to
Make sure it's loud too.
I would try to remember just by thinking on the thoughts, and then because it didn't seem normal to let it go, because you feel like when you let go of the thoughts, that you're kind of just floating in the air, and you kind of you're not grounded in anything. So I would just be in my thoughts just to try to remember the truth that I learned, and I felt grounded in that. But then it makes sense that if you do let it go, even though you can't remember exactly what you were taught, it's still easier to it'll be there when you need it, basically.
Yeah. And I know exactly because that happened to me. It's like if I'm not lost in my imagination, I feel like I have nothing to hold on to. I feel like I'm just, and when I say feel, it's not like a feeling either. It's like a floating. If you were flying or something, I guess. And there's nothing to hold on to. And I realized in the fallen state that I was in, I thought I was holding on to something by holding on to thoughts and imagination and stuff like that, because it felt like a foundation, but it's really not. It's a false foundation. And that's what it means to don't let the left hand know what the right hand is doing, is to keep your glass empty. When you hear about the truth, or when you hear about the lie, don't hold on to either one. You have to let everything just go, because the truth is always with you, and the light is always turned on when you let everything go. So you just feel like you don't have anything. And to me, that is so perfect. And the only way that's gonna, and you can't make that happen. So when you were telling me about it this morning during the radio show, I'm like, wow, this is deep. Because only the source from within, God, can make something like that happen. But when you come out of your imagination. That's so good, Joel. Isn't that something?
It was.
Yeah. Amazing. Can you go away now? Thank you, buddy. Okay.
Josh, the amazing animator, was the one who gave the $5 super chat.
Yes.
He asked, I've noticed that artists are particularly susceptible to far left ideologies like feminism. Why do you think that is?
Artists are?
Yeah, artists.
Oh,
People
yeah.
who are into music or who draw or paint or do.
Because
the
it's
arts.
an emotional thing. They get a sense of identity, a sense of feeling, a sense of importance, a false sense of love, a pride from it. So that's why they're into it. And that tends to be a feminine thing. When you feel that way, it's a false sense of who you really are. That's why. Joey, you're an artist.
Yeah. But I'm not a very talented artist. That's why I'm conservative.
Were you a liberal at one point?
No.
You've never been a liberal? You were born a conservative?
Yeah.
Really? Mm-hmm. Wow.
I was, yeah.
Okay.
I've always been pretty conservative.
Good, man.
Searolf 2009 gave £5 super chat and says,
Right on.
as a devout atheist, I
How much is £5?
That's like $10.
Oh, thank you. That's deep. Believe me, we need all the help we can get. We got a lot to do. We got to move out of this building because they're going to tear it down and usher in the United Nations. What's it called?
Agenda 21.
Agenda 21. We talked about that on the radio show this morning. Make sure you check it out. There was a good friend, Michael, who went to the United Nations meeting conference over in Malaysia. And she just came back, so she did a report on it. And she talked about the Agenda 10 thing, Agenda 9.
It was World Urban Forum 9,
Right.
9th annual.
And what they want to do, they're trying to, along the United Nations, meaning all these nations together, including the United States, want to put everybody in the city, get them to live in apartments, and get out of their cars and take the train, and that way they can completely control them. I used to think that was a conspiracy thing.
Yeah, me too.
We have a good friend, Jay, out of San Diego. He's real smart with that. But for some reason, I just thought, there's no way something like that can happen, but it's happening, and it's real. Isn't that amazing?
Yep.
Yeah.
So that person who gave the £5 said, as a devout atheist, I disagree with almost everything you say. Nevertheless, you're such an honest and direct relief from main media. Love the show.
Thank you very, very much. And you're right, you don't have to agree, but you see where I'm coming from. Right on, thank you so much.
Brandon from Houston says, let's start with a bond extension in Houston. I'm all in. And he
Right
gave
on.
$5.
Right on, thank you, Brandon. You know what, we are gathering names from people around the country and information because we would love to get some chapters going. We don't have the money ourselves to just, right now, just go and do it. But if you understand the principles of what we're about and what we're doing, we'll definitely get you trained and get you rolling. I would love to have chapters around the world, really, because we work with people around the world, all the way around the world.
Malcolm Stark said, I'm from South Africa. Here we have a huge problem with blaming whites for every single thing wrong under the sun. People do stupid things and seek the problem in others.
You know, anyone who blames someone else for how they feel, what they think, their inability to be independent, to move forward, is an idiot. An idiot. They're blinded by anger. They're Satan is their father, and especially adults. I'm telling you, if you did not have that anger, you would never blame anyone for anything. Yes, you would see that you have challenges, but you would see how to overcome them. And it's so unfortunate that black people around the world are blaming everybody else rather than overcoming and setting that example, because in all honesty, most people don't care about what color you are. In today's world, because the world is so intertwined now due to technology and stuff, they really don't care. They care about who you are, and that if you can be of service to them, help them in some kind of way, they respect you for being yourself. They don't care about color. And so I tell you what, one day you need to get James and I to South Africa. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
Would you like to go to Mommy Africa?
I don't know. I heard that it's very safe over there.
Yeah, I hear that, but that came from a white man.
Right.
Is it safe in South Africa? I want to know. Because I don't know.
Yeah.
But wouldn't you love to go?
Yeah, it'll be fun.
You sure? What you should do is put together a conference or something with a bunch of men and bring us there, and it'll be amazing. We would love to come. Okay.
Andrea Seward says, Jesse, just found you. Spent the last 4 days all up in this website. I like most of what you say. You're my Oprah.
I hope I'm a little more honest than Oprah. But thank you so much. And make sure you let others know about it as well. And my whole intent, I think I have one primary purpose, and that is to point the way for people to wake up. Because it's not enough to just see with your physical eyes. We have inner eyes, the real eyes, the light inside of us that's supposed to guide us. And if that's my primary purpose, is to point the people to the source that will wake you up. And that source is inside of you, but you won't know it until that spirit of anger is taken away from you. So thank you very much.
C. Aguero said, you said that you used to be part of evil. How long ago was that?
29 years ago. And this April, if the Lord is willing and the creek don't rise, I will have been free for 30 years. It sounds so long, huh? But the organization has been around 28 years. I woke up a year before I started the organization. So I've been free for almost 30 years now. But as of this day, 29 years. And I mean free indeed. I didn't know that I forgot that this kind of freedom existed. Children have it when they're first born until they're traumatized by their parents. But there's a freedom within us that is paradise on earth. You can be in the world, but inwardly you are not of it. It's weird. You understand that?
No.
Oh. Because you're a conservative all your life. Go ahead.
The Baconator con Queso says, Jesse, why did you compare slaves on ships to being on a crowded plane?
Because I think it's funny that, year in and year out, for the last 60 years or so, we've been hearing black people talk about Africa, we're African American, and they want to accept reality in that if you're born in this country, you're an American. You're not Africa. White folks are not your problem. You're your own problem. But they never want to go back. So we created this ship, and we made it look just like the ship that brought them here. And downstairs on the ship, from what I can tell, it was like second class because everything like really close together, like on an airplane. And up front, it's first class. They got a lot of leg room, a lot of seat room, and they serve you on real plates and not paper plates and stuff like that. And so that's where I got the idea from. That we'll send them back to Africa on a slave ship so they can get that full feeling of returning home, quote unquote, just as they did when they came here. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why. Did that answer the question?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Ryan Bardwell wants to know, Jesse, do you believe in the rapture?
Who is the rapture?
The rapture is when God takes up his children and saves them, just takes them away up to heaven or something.
Take them where?
Up to heaven or something?
Oh, that rapture.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about that guy down the street at that pot house. No, I'm kidding. Yes, but not in the way that other people believe in it. I believe that when you repent, now this fire truck going by. Mm-hmm. So I believe that when you repent of your anger, your pride, you wake up. I believe that's the one he's talking about, an awakening from within. Now there may be another rapture where they come and physically take you up, but this type of rapture that I'm talking about, the awakening of the kingdom of heaven within, is it's a rapture from hell into heaven within, and there's a heaven up there too. But I think that's the rapture that he's been talking about, the awakening from within. What do you think about that?
I
You
really
think
don't
that
know.
one day you read that, right?
I think I've read something like that in the Bible.
I know some people. Before God woke me up, before I could see it by the light, I heard Christians say, "Oh, one day I'm gonna be in the field. I'm about where I am. The Lord gonna take me up," and they were just full of hell. And I'm like, I don't believe the Lord gonna take you up with all that mess inside of you. So I don't think it means take you physically up. I think it's a spiritual awakening. I believe that's what it is. I could be wrong.
D. Ellie says, Jesse, when you were in your fallen state, what did you believe your purpose was?
I didn't know it at all. I had no idea at all. As a matter of fact, I was telling you, James, on Sunday about how everything I do right now in life, I never imagined doing it. I don't remember growing up thinking one day I want to do what I'm doing now. I had no idea what my purpose was at all. It found me, I did not find it. So I had no idea in the fallen state. And then I was making the same mistake as most people are doing today, is looking for a purpose. You cannot look for a purpose. The scripture says, don't look for your purpose, or talent, whatever you want to call it, it will find you. Only thing you should do is seek first the kingdom of God in His right way, and it'll find you. Everything we do is spiritual, and of ourselves we can do nothing. But I had no idea. I literally thought when I came to California, I originally came here, I was going to get married, I was going to bring my son's mother here. I came first, I was going to get a job, get an apartment, and bring her and my son here to live. We're just going to be a family. That didn't work out. So I thought I'll just make a lot of money, get me some nice clothes and a nice house, and just have a lot of women. That was my plan. I had no idea what I wanted to do. Just work and have a life. You had the same plan?
Not exactly.
What's your purpose?
I don't know.
Are you relaxed?
I'm trying to keep my back straight up.
Is it hurting?
No, I mean, a
Do you
little
need
bit,
extra
but
pillow?
I don't want to.
Oh.
No.
Oh, how come I'm saying so relaxed? You're not?
You have longer legs. My legs are short, so it pushes me forward on the seat.
Oh, I see. But you are relaxed.
Kind of.
So what's your purpose?
I don't know, but what I wanted to do, like my dream is kind of like what your dream was, to have a big house and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I wanted to be Batman.
You want to be Batman? At least you didn't
And
want
I
to
didn't want to, I kind of didn't want to get married. I wanted to be free all my life.
No.
But
I've always wanted to be married, and I wanted 10 children. I literally grew up. I have a good friend that I went through the first grade all the way through high school, through college. I didn't go to college but 1 year, but he became a doctor. And growing up, he would say he wanted 12 to 15 kids. And he wanted to be a doctor, and he did exactly that. He became a doctor, he got married, and they have something like 12 or 13 kids. And I wanted 10 kids, but I only have one. But I like family. I like family.
yeah,
So are you going to get married and have a family?
I don't know.
No?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I said I don't know.
Are you, Joel?
I don't know either.
He doesn't know. When the Bible says we know not what we want, you got to put that literally, huh? Okay, go ahead.
All right. Nikon 005. Oh, by the way, they're saying to hit the like button. So hit the like button, everybody.
The like button?
Like our video.
Who's telling it?
People are.
Oh, hit
People
the
on
like
thing.
button.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
please. Oh, and what I want to do after this question,
Okay.
I want to play, we have a brand new episode of The Fallen State coming up tonight for you. And it was so good. It was like, I was talking to the engineer about it before we came on today. It was mind-blowing. So we're going to get to that in a minute. And also there's something else I need you to do for me. Go ahead.
Did I say, yeah, Nikon 005, 005. Why is it just your parents you should forgive to become close to God?
Because God said that we have to honor our parents. And what honor our parents, and what that means is don't be angry at them, don't resent them. It doesn't mean let them use you. You don't have to feel guilty about all that, but just don't resent them because they represent Him. You know, with Christ, in God, we are a family, right? And so that family represent Him. And when you hate the father and the mother, then you hate God and everybody else. When you love your parents, meaning don't resent them, that's all it means, then you can love the Father. Because how can you say you love God, whom you never seen, and hate your parents, who you see all the time? And most people do not love their parents. I'm learning that. They may feel what they think emotional love, that ego love, that fallen state love, but that's not love. So it's because it's the order of God. It's the spiritual order of life. So we got to not resent our parents. So you can be free. So you can be free. Hit the like button.
And a lot of people are giving super chats. I'll be able to mention their names later.
Okay.
Including one of them, past, present, future, AKA Tim from Louisiana.
Hey, Tim. Wow. Thank you.
He gave a super chat. Can I ask this question? When will we be able to watch the radio show from YouTube live? We need this.
Oh, we've been talking about that, huh? Mm-hmm. A lot. Billy, you want to come and tell us? The engineer like, He does not like being on camera. We're working on that. We really are. We were going to get it going sooner rather than later, but when we found out we have to move to a new location, we decided to wait until we get moved, and then we get it going. But we're definitely going to do it. And we'll let you know. Stay in touch with us, and we'll let you know about that.
One more, real quick. D. Ellie gave a $10 super chat. Many others have. Said, love the show. It's DJ from Colorado, who actually called the show.
Oh, yeah.
Really interesting input.
Hey, DJ.
He said, I thank God that he led me to you and woke me up.
Right on. You're welcome, and thank you too for helping us. We definitely need financial support because a lot of people get help, especially men, but they don't give back. They don't think to give. Women tend to give finance more so than men, so we need the men and the women to help us. Thank you, DJ. There's something I want to say about that. Yeah, we got to get to YouTube Live for the radio.
Yeah, definitely.
We are definitely working on that. Mm-hmm. May I do this or you?
Yeah, you can.
You have some more, huh?
I have one more.
Well, you got, okay.
Jen E. says, is it okay to fear death?
No. There's no reason to fear death because you're not going to die. Even when you depart from this world, your body goes back to the earth, dust to dust, but your spirit lives on. What I would recommend, though, you do want to overcome that evil spirit of anger before you drop your body, because I believe that determines what happens to you afterward. You do not, if you don't believe anything else I say, I want you to know it's a horrible mistake to hold on to anger. It's an evil spirit. And when these people telling you, be angry but sin not, and righteous anger, they have no idea what they're talking about. Don't let anyone convince you that anger is good or you should have it. It messes up in ways you can't even imagine. So before you die, I would ask God to take the spirit of anger away. Am I ever dying?
No.
Remember I said that?
Yeah.
Do you believe me?
I hope you're right.
I found out today that Joel, my audio engineer, believes in Santa Claus.
Nice.
He thinks Jesus' birthday was on the 25th of December.
Oh, yeah, those are euros.
And he truly believes that there's a Santa Claus, like I do. Isn't that amazing? He's like, well, I don't know when his birthday was, but I'm glad that Santa Claus come to my house.
Yeah.
I like the gifts. That's what he said. And he was serious.
That's cool.
And he's only like, what, 28 years old? Are you 28, Joe?
26.
26 years old, full grown.
You know, I misstated. Something was £5, and I think it was actually €5 or euros.
How much is that?
$10.
Right on.
7, 8, something like that.
Where euros come from? What country is that?
Europe. It's multiple countries.
Oh.
It's the European Union.
Oh, it's their money.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right on.
Yep.
That's cool. You know what I want to do? Take just a minute, and then we get back to that. We did a man on the street recently, and it is really, really going viral. And I want to thank you all for that. I want you to check out our latest Man on the Street episode. And if you haven't seen it, I want to urge you to please go to the channel homepage and check it out. Check it out. You will not be disappointed. And when you check it out, be sure to subscribe and share. Sonny and Cher. You remember Sonny and Cher?
Yep.
If I can turn back time. No, that's not Sonny. That's Cher by herself.
Oh.
Sonny and Cher is, I got you, babe. I got you, babe.
Too
Remember
bad
that?
they split up, yeah.
He's dead.
Well, that too.
But don't forget to subscribe and share. We want to hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And if we can do it before that, let's get it done. All right? We want 100,000. We want to hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So again, the end of the year is the mark, but if we could do it before that. So I urge you, I beg of you all to get involved, and don't forget to subscribe and share. Check out this man on the street. You're gonna love it. It is mind-blowing. You will love it, and people are loving it. It's like going through the roof right now. So subscribe and share. Check out our channel on homepage, The Man on the Street. It was fun. All right. And go ahead, and then I have something else I want to play in a minute.
All right. Justine Kettles says, gave €5 and said, why do you think that the media enforces the ideas that all men are evil and all white people are racist? Yeah. Love your show. Greets from Belgium. Peace.
Wow. Wow, peace. The liberal media is wicked. The liberal media and the children of the lie, which include the liberal media, the Democratic Party, the Rhino Republicans, they are children of the lie. And so they hate the order of God. And they hate men because in reality, love, insight, strength, protection for the family, goodness come through the man, through God, through Christ, through the man, through the woman, through the children. And it's not an ego thing, it's a spiritual thing set up by him. And when it's like that, men and women are not in competition with one another. They love one another and they understand what's going on. And the media hate that because if that order is there, they can't usher in evil and take over the women and children. They got to destroy the man in order for that to happen. So that's why they're doing it. And the white man, the white, straight, conservative, Christian man of power, he is the only thing that's in the way to and keeping the children of the lie from taking over and turning the world into a socialist society. So if they can get rid of the man, the white man, then they can take over. And they know that. So that's why they're hated. That's why they make up lies about racism. We all know that racism does not exist. It has never existed. And I grew up on a plantation in Alabama under the Jim Crow laws. Racism have never existed. Our battle is a spiritual battle. It's either right or wrong, good or evil. That's how you can measure it. Is this right? Is this wrong? You can see it. And then, but when they can destroy the man, look what they did to the black people. Black people were a better people prior to destroying the black man. They got rid of him, took over the women and children, and it's just been complaints and hell ever since. So that's why I urge white people, don't turn against white, straight, conservative, Christian men of power. If you do, you're going to end up like the blacks, or even worse. So that's why. They hate good, and the man represent good. It's about that.
Dragon Ma 69 gave a $10 super chat, said, appreciate your message. All the best to you and your team.
Thank you very much. It's not about whether you're male or female, folks. I'm telling you, and I thought in that fallen state, I thought it was racism too. I believed into that lie once I moved to California at 18. In Alabama, I didn't believe that kind of stuff. But when I moved out here, that's when I believed into that. It has nothing to do with male or female. Not one iota. Evil works through anyone who allows it to happen. I want to play, we have a brand new episode coming up tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern time. I interviewed a young socialist. And he came here from Singapore, and he had, according to him, he went against the government over there because apparently over there you can't speak out against the government. And so this young man went against the government and other things. He ended up in and out of jail. So he asked this country, could he come over for asylum, right? And President Trump said, yes, come on over, buddy. And this guy is a socialist to the core. But I like him because you know where he's coming from. He's not pretending. And I want to play that that trailer for you that's coming up tonight. And someone's going to let me know when we can get it rolling. But we want to play that episode for you, that teaser, so you can check it out. All right, it is so good. And the show itself is very, very good. And so make sure you check it out. They're getting it ready for me right now. And what are my instructions as I'm doing this? James, let's read some more comments on whatever.
Okay, so Ryan Bardwell said, I love the t-shirt, James. How do you get it?
Oh, tell
And
them.
you get it by going to,
Whenever you want.
Oh, so here's the teaser first, and then we come back to the t-shirt.
Ooh.
I want you to see this teaser from the episode, brand new episode of The Fallen State tonight. You don't want to miss it. Hit it.
Next time on The Fallen State.
You were granted asylum here. Are you grateful for that?
I feel more of like I'm entitled. So,
You think that's fine to change the culture of America?
yeah, pedophiles, they're the next people who are gonna fight for their rights for incest, bestiality. I support all of them.
But an animal can't give consent at all.
If we communicate well enough, you know how we train them to give tricks.
back.
That was a young man by the name of Amos Yeast. Amos Yeast.
Amos Yee.
Amos Yee. The only person named, I've never seen a person other than a black person named Amos.
The Asians like to take the black names as well as the white names.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, it's a nice name. I like the name.
Yeah.
And he's a YouTuber from Singapore. And so you just saw it. Wait until you see the full episode of the show tonight. 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Pull up the popcorn, pull up your beer, your wine. It's gonna be an interesting ride. We're gonna have to have him back a while down the road because I want to keep up with this guy to see what happens in his life. I've not met a young man like this in my entire life. So watch it tonight. Okay, tell them how to get the coffee mugs, the t-shirts, and everything else.
You go to thefallenstate.tv. That's the easiest way to find it, thefallenstate.tv. And up above in the menu, there's a thing called store or merch or t-shirts or something like that. You click on it, and it'll take you to the Teespring site, which has the mugs, t-shirts, and other t-shirts too.
Right,
Yeah,
really
other
nice
styles.
stuff. Nice shirts, folks.
Yep.
And they come in red, black, and white, I believe.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Show them the back. This one has amazing on it.
Amazing.
Amazing.
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
Along with the YouTube logo.
Yeah. Thank you, Dave. Very good.
Thank you.
You can sit down now. And what we do with the money, we use it to make all this happen. It costs money to get the stuff done, and so that's what we use it for. And we also have a Patreon page on The Fallen State, patreon.com/The Fallen State TV. No.
Patreon.com/The Fallen State.
Right. I can't. This is why James is with me.
Yeah, there are
You
links to it.
remember all my intellectual stuff?
There are
Okay.
links to it in the description.
Patreon.com/The Fallen State. All right?
Yep.
So you can get the mugs and stuff like that. So support our Patreon page and buy the products. They're really nice stuff. When you wear them or the coffee mug is on your desk at work or at home, people are going to want to know, what is the Fallen State? Oh my God. What is the Fallen State? Oh my God.
And at the bottom, back it says, did you have fun?
That's right. Okay.
All right, so some good questions. Black Capital One, how did Jesse come to the conclusion that white, heterosexual Christian men are the standard of God? Question mark, question mark.
Because men represent Christ on earth, and good men especially. All men represent Christ, but some in a weak way where it's not effective. But when you are a male and you love what's right with all your heart, soul, and might, along with nothing else, you are representing your Father. And even women who see men like that, they love those type of men because they're attracted to a man who loves what's right more than anything else. they're attracted to that. They want to come into his world so that they can become that way as well. And God's nature is a masculine nature. It's not a girly nature. It's not soft and weak. It's a strong type of a love for mankind. And so that's how I came up with it. The order of God. Don't blame me, blame God. And if you doubt me, let your anger go, return to your original nature, and you will see what I'm talking about. You really will. And it's not about religion, even though it's an honor to be a Christian, it's a blessing to be a Christian. It's really about returning to the Father, allowing him to create and allowing him to create love through you. It's a love that comes from the Father through you that you love your wife with, you love your children with, you love your enemy with, the same love, and your friends and everybody else.
Sam Fabersham asks.
Ask.
Asks.
Oh.
What does Jesse think of Black Hebrew Israelites?
Oh man. That's
You'll
interesting.
see.
You're gonna find out. Next week we have a brand new episode where I interview some of them, and that's coming out next Thursday, not tomorrow. I mean, not today, but next Thursday. I think that they mean well, but they're lost. They because of their anger and resentment of white people, they're trying to prove that they are the real Jews and the real this and the real that. And in that fallen state, they believe that's the answer to their problems, to act like they're Jews and all that because they hate the white man. But it's not going to work. They're lost. They mean well, but they're lost due to what happens in the home. You know, they fall to that anger in the home, and they're outside looking for answers that they would never find. Some of them seem to be nice, all right?
Yeah.
They seem to be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they seem to be nice. They're trying to do the right thing, but they're lost. They're looking for the answer in all the wrong places. Just like everybody who is in that state of anger.
Dan C. gave 15 euros and says, thanks for what you're doing, and I agree with you fully about the importance of family.
Yeah, it is. Thank you so much. We got to return. I don't know how else to express it. We got to return to the order of life, and we got to get men to return so that they can be the backbone of the family, the community, the neighborhood. It was like, and the world at large, the nation. It was like that prior to the fall. Men were in charge. Some of them didn't do it right. I understand that, but most did. And they are under attack now because of who they are. We got to return. And you can return when you let the anger go. It's just simple as that. And I'm telling you, folks, it really is just admitting that you're wrong, forgive, so you can be forgiven.
Mark Serve says, can you live by God's commandments and have love in your heart if you don't believe in him?
Can you live by God's commandments and have love in your heart if you don't believe in him?
Mm-hmm.
That's an interesting question. No. Because God is love, and that's a very good question. I want to see what I think about it. When you admit that you have anger and you realize you're wrong for having that anger, then that is taken away from you. Then you automatically come back to your original state, which is love, which is the nature of your Father. And then from that, you keep the commandments. You can't even keep the commandments unless you have perfect love. And that is through believing in God. I don't know any other way you can get that. And just believe that you're wrong. The way you believe in God is know that you're not God, because all angry people think that they are God. They'll tell you they don't, but they do because they judge, they have opinions, they have fear and doubt. They think they know what they want, so they're playing God. But once you let that anger go, you just naturally return back to the source that's inside of you. We have his nature. We are created in his image. So we have his nature inside of us, but you're taken away from it. When you have the anger, when you drop the anger, you come back to it, then everything works.
You had a regular caller on the radio show named Christian from Canton, Michigan.
Yes.
And he called himself an atheist, but he really resonated with your message and
Yeah.
followed like the ideas about forgiving his father and all that stuff.
And now he treats his wife and family really well. He started his own business because I told him, you can start a business. It's here how you do it. And this guy's like flying like a bird. He's doing very, very well in life now. His kids love him. His wife loves him, and he's doing really well.
Yeah.
And atheists, I'd have to tell you, I've met some of the nicest atheists you ever want to meet. Better than some of the Christians I know. I think that most people who are atheists, they just have not have good examples of love in their homes and in their communities. So they're like, you know what? If this is what it's like, I don't want it. But I think in their hearts, they do want it. They just haven't seen it. I think that's what the problem is.
Mm-hmm. Call It How I See It asks, Jesse, I'm interested in your lisp. Is it dentures or a cleft palate? Forgive the shallow question, genuinely interested.
No, that's a good question. I'm glad you asked. It's a cleft palate. When I was born, my palate is something. I don't have one, I think. Or didn't have one. It's like wide open or whatever. And then my lip was split like this. And then also my nose and stuff. And so it comes from that. And I've done some improvement to get it better, but that's what it's from. It's much, much more improved than it was when I first started born. It was a mess. I couldn't even understand myself.
It's like handwriting.
Huh?
It's like my handwriting. I can't read it. You can't understand it. You're talking.
Hands up, I can't speak, right? So, yeah, that's what it's from that.
2 questions from Alex Calloway. If you forgive, is it possible to still have anger? And if it is, how do you let it go? And how do you seek the kingdom of heaven?
First of all, if you still have anger, you have not forgiven. And so if let's say you went to your parents or whomever you're angry at or yourself, and you realize I'm wrong for being angry, but that spirit is still there after you do it, just relax. Don't trip out about it. When it comes up, just relax in it. Don't judge yourself. Don't listen to the lies, oh, I'm failing, I'm not gonna make it. Just relax, and then do the silent prayer. And when you do the silent prayer, you allow the truth to catch up with you, and it will change you. And the way you seek the kingdom is pay attention to yourself. Keep your eyes on yourself without judgment. Don't call what you see happening within you, don't call it right or wrong, good or evil, just watch it. And I tell you, everything will happen on its own. That's how you seek the kingdom. Know thyself, and you're going to see this battle happening within you, and has nothing to do with you. It's a battle going on between good and evil, and you just watch it, and everything will clear itself up. But I highly recommend you go to rebuildingtheman.com/church and listen to the silent prayer that I put there, and it will take care of it for you. It is, do they download it or just plug in?
You can stream it or download it from that, from the rebuildingtheman.com on the church page,
Right.
/church. You scroll down, you'll see silent prayer. There's a way to play it from there. You can download it or whatever.
Yeah, I highly recommend you do it. Even if you are doing the hooping and hollering prayer, like, oh, Lord, have mercy, praise Jesus. You can do all that, and then after that, do the silent prayer, and you'll see which way to go. But of yourself, you can't change it. So stop judging yourself, stop having an opinion about it, and just watch it. One more, and then we have to end.
Okay. Oh, by the way, there's a couple of announcements.
Okay, if you need counseling too, we have the best counseling service on this side of heaven. So contact us.
Yeah. Cameron Gibson, is social media and new technologies like smartphones turning us away from God?
Yes. And the reason is a distraction. It takes away from that quiet time. It takes away from when you're riding down the road or you're by yourself. You don't just be quiet and watch. It's a distraction. Absolutely. I know I have to yell at my engineer about it. Look at him. My audio engineer, he lives in his cell phone. I think he's going to have a hunchback. His neck going to be like this, and his shoulder's going to be like that, because he's constantly in that cell phone. I don't know how he get the time to pray, but for some reason he does. But yes, it's an absolute distraction. And I wish people didn't do it, but they got to find something to be addicted to. Yes, sir. So you have some announcement?
Yeah, the Women's Forum is tonight.
Yes, Women's Forum tonight, every Thursday night, my nonprofit Bond. The third Thursday night for ladies only at 7 p.m., first Thursday for men only at 7, and Sunday morning church for everybody at 11 a.m., no matter where you are in the world.
And remember to watch the Fallen State episode with that socialist, Amos Yee.
What?
Amos Yee.
Amos. You're going to love
Tonight.
it. And a quick reminder, we don't forget to check out our latest Man on the Street episode. It has gone viral, or it's going viral. I want you to check it out, and when you do, be sure to subscribe and share. All right? So you can go to our channel on homepage. Subscribe and share. Make sure you tell everybody, subscribe, share, subscribe and share. All right, we need it. We want to get it to 100,000 right away. All right, 100,000 subscribers right away. I want to say by the end of the year, but as soon as we can get 100,000 subscribers. Last word.
Chad Johnson asks, how do you get good-looking females? That's my question.
By not trying to get them. Women are attracted to men who are confident, who are workers, providers, who are not looking for them. They want a man like that. And the moment you stop looking, but then put your focus on yourself to become a man, develop into a man, unfold, that's when they're going to be all around you, and now you got to try to get rid of some of them. Never seek anything but the kingdom of God within, and everything will be added unto you. You're not supposed to be looking for a woman. It happens naturally. All right? Because when you look for one, you're going to end up with the wrong one. And the same thing for ladies. Do not look for a man. It will be given unto you. Seek the kingdom, ladies, and it'll help you overcome your anger, which will cause you to overcome your emotions, and it'll cause you to become logical. A woman should overcome being a female and become a woman, a logical woman, the same God, the same Father as men. All right, there's no difference. All right, so thank you so much. This was so much fun. An hour's gone by already. And everybody and their mama, we do appreciate it. Yes, Kelly?
One more thing.
Oh, one more thing.
Subscribe and click that bell, this bell thing. That way you'll get notifications on your smartphone.
Yeah, click the bell for notification.
Or emails, maybe.
All right, and emails and all that stuff. But don't forget to help us get this Father State episode, this the Man on the Street episode, to 100,000. Subscribe and share, and click the bell, and donate to us. We need your support. And thank all of you who donated today, right on, and the other days have gone by as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And those who are thinking about doing it, I'm going to do it. We do appreciate it. So thank you again for taking time out to be with us today. And we'll be talking soon. Check out the brand new episode tonight.
Patreon site.
And don't forget the Patreon site, patreon.com/thefallen-state. You can go on there and make your donation, put it in there, and it's automatically deducted. They pay it for you every month. You don't have to worry about it. All right? So thank you, and have a good day. We appreciate it. Thank you, James.
Yeah.
That was
You're
major.
welcome.
Nice shirt.
Yours too.
Oh, thank you. It's not for sale, though.